What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster, and I think it's time for me to say the 3 most enjoyable words in the English language.
I love you.
Nope, that was the wrong clip. Let's try that again.
I told you. Yep. I told you.
Yep, there it is. The old I told you. Who doesn't love saying that? And for those of us who have been calling out Ubisoft all this year, for those of us who told them repeatedly that featuring an ugly rip-off of Han Solo in Star Wars Outlaws was a bad idea, for those of us who told them that embracing controversy by adding Yaski as a main character in Assassin's Creed Shadows, those of us who have been saying those games would fail are feeling pretty vindicated right now. And any investor who is stuck with them has got to be feeling pretty pissed right now.
Where's my money?
The media ran cover for Ubisoft. A few of the so-called financial experts said last week that this was a stock to buy, and they saw as a company a small spike in their stock price, but now they are having to admit how weak the Star Wars Outlaws sales were, and they are tacitly admitting how shitty the pre-sales were for Assassin's Creed Shadows because they delayed that game until February. And as a result of all this rotten news for Ubisoft, the stock price has fallen off a cliff. They've lost damn near 60% of their value since July 17th, their last shareholder meeting, and now Ubisoft is being forced to remember that they are a business, a for-profit business, not a progressive propaganda machine, and the resulting chaos is a thing of beauty.
It's not about money, it's about sending a message.
What is this? What is this? Where's all the money?
That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
Alright me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter where I keep a list of games lousy with wokeness pinned to my account for your reference. My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, moving Assassin's Creed Shadows back to February was a strategic choice quite obviously. Ubisoft is claiming that it was done so that they can wipe out bugs in the game. But let's be perfectly clear, this company does not give a shit about gamers. They are perfectly comfortable putting out games that have bugs in them. It doesn't bother them in the slightest to do that. These are the same morons who said we should be comfortable not owning our games, meaning they want the industry, or at least all of their games, to be digital only and to be essentially rented on their Ubisoft subscription service. That is the least consumer-friendly practice imaginable, which is something to remember for the terminally online buffoons who clap when they add something like Yaski to Assassin's Creed. Those people should remember that this is a soulless corporation that doesn't give a rat's ass about you or your politics. They will simply do or say whatever they can, whatever they have to, in order to pander and gather as much of your money as they can. With that being said, these people are learning that pandering doesn't pay off like it used to. I'm sure there are some true believers in the company who will fight like hell to keep this progressive mindset as a mainstay of the company, but the data is telling us that messaging like that in games is a losing proposition. If we look at the stock chart here, this is July 17th right here. That was the day the shareholder call happened for Ubisoft, and the CEO of the company told investors worried about the look of the gameplay videos for Star Wars Outlaws, he told them that they need to chill out. He said, everything is okay, and we aren't going to change anything in the game because people are going to love this game. Well, the stock price tumbled that day, and it has been tumbling ever since. right here, this is August 30th, when the stock price fell again because Star Wars Outlaws went out for sale and the sales data was reportedly awful. And now, in the past couple of days, the stock has been plummeting more since this whole Assassin's Creed debacle has happened, and since they had to admit that the Star Wars Outlaws sales data was terrible. Clearly, these people pushed Assassin's Creed back to February so they could milk Black History Month and shield themselves from criticism, and I believe they also intend to try to wait out all the controversy and hope that our enthusiasm for calling them out dies down. But too bad for them, that ain't happening. And even worse, you know who definitely doesn't want to hear about plans like this to save face? The investors. They want plans to make money, not to lose money while saving face, because the latter is really just a method of hiding failures from investors. Now, as you may recall, Ubisoft operated last year at a loss of almost €500 million, and that's billion with a B, and so far in this decade, they have operated at a massive loss of over €400 million, and that's because 2024 was supposed to be their big year. Everything was justified because they said their big quadruple A game, Skull and Bones, was gonna crush it. Their big Star Wars contract with the new Star Wars game Outlaws, that was gonna crush it. And the big Assassin's Creed project, where gamers finally got to play the series in Japan, that was supposed to crush it. But now, Ubisoft has said they are no longer projecting to operate this year at a profit, or at least not much of a profit. Now they are expecting to operate at about a break even. And considering what this year was supposed to mean for them, well, it's no surprise that investors are bailing on their ass. And now they're even announcing they're doing an in-house investigation into whether or not there's propaganda in their games. Newsflash, I can save them a lot of time, there's a shitload of it, but I'm not actually excited about this news as other people are. What do you want to bet that they will investigate themselves and find that they've done nothing wrong? This will be used as a tool, disseminated by their corporate media allies to try to fight our growing voices, which suggest that they have acted more like propagandists than a for-profit company. This so-called investigation will be used to push back against the growing voices that are calling for the management of the company to step down. But I doubt that it will be effective with as horrible as their stock prices and sales data have been. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop some mockery of Ubisoft in the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.